So we're attempting to repair this floodlight, a LED floodlight that got broken due to a typhoon. It went down in the floor due to high winds, and now we're opening the lens to access the internal parts and find out what's wrong with it, why it's not working. This is a high quality LED floodlight. It's made in India. I forgot what brand it is. And what we're doing here is it's Opple, OPPLE floodlight, and you can't access the board circuitry from the back. There's only a port here for the wiring, so there are tabs here. So the only way is to open the front side to check the inside the board, the LED lights, and we pried the tab here. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs that you need to pry, and to hold it in the open position we used a stick to hold it in the open position, the tabs, while we are prying the lens here and using a heat gun to soften up the seal. So we're almost finished here in opening the lens. As you will see, we've opened this side, and this side, and this is the remaining part. So to continue opening it, continuously apply the heat gun at the back. The housing is made of aluminum. There you go. So the front cover here is made of plastic, and there's a silicone seal, you'll see here, that is applied surrounding the plastic lens to the aluminum case of the floodlight. So here it is. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 Phillips screws to lift the board up. Sige. So you'll see the silicone here, the sealant. So there you go, the screws are all removed, and we will try to lift the board. Careful not to break the board. Take a look at the back of the board to check how it is glued in place, how it is fixed in place aside from those 6 screws. There's an indication that this is LED positive and that is LED negative. So white colored for LED positive and gray dark colored for LED negative. So the next thing you'll do is, of course, you can't access the rear part without removing this board. You can lift it a little, but you can't check the inside fully, so you need to remove the wire here. And to remove the other wire, the positive one, there you go, and slowly remove the board. You'll see the heat transfer compound here. That's the heat transfer compound. And here is the board. So here is the power supply board. So remove the screw here. That's the screw. And hold the ground wires towards this frame of the floodlight housing. Luwag ah. You need to lift the tabs here that locks the harness. and slide this out. There you go. You'll see the board is removed. Now let's check for problems, why it's not working. It's just an insulator. Examining the board, I don't find any problems visually. Visual inspection first. So visual inspection, it seems like there's no problem. So I found the problem. This is the problem, the transformer, because the floodlight fell on the ground on this side. Therefore, while this is installed here, there's an impact towards the ground in this direction. Since these two transformers here have a sealant to absorb the impact, this one here, as you will see, is moving there, and I see the wire, the copper wire, broken off from its leg here. So try to remove this first and see if I can still repair this. So those are the 5 legs of the transformer. So I desoldered the 5 leads of the transformer. So there you go, I removed the transformer, clean this up. So this is the problem. So far the wire here is still attached. Also this one is that got broken, the other lead here. So we'll just have to solder this again here and hope it will work. You see the cracks. Cracks from the hard impact. So I'll glue this plastic part of the transformer. This is the questionable wire, copper wire, broke off. And no silicone here at the top to absorb the impact, but this two here has silicone to absorb the impact. So what happened here, you'll see the copper wire here, the plastic part of the transformer got broken with the lead, but still the copper wire, the magnet wire, is still there. And also on the other side, also with the broken tab, I mean a broken part of the plastic of the transformer, but the copper wire is still in place. And this one, the whole thing got cracked, but still the copper wire here is still in place, but this one here got broken, as you will see. That's the copper wire. I'll just need to resolder this here on the lead of the transformer and super glue the plastic part here and add silicone here at this part and also at the top to make it stronger and durable. So you will see here the big plastic part of the transformer broke off from the body of the whole transformer. So I need to reglue this here and resolder this magnet wire here. So I bought a better super glue than the one a while ago. So hold it in place while the super glue is curing. Adding a little heat. Let's give it more time to cure. So now I will solder the lead that broke off. There you go. It's properly positioned. There you go. And now to install this back to the board. But first, I will add silicone sealant for impact absorption. I'll be adding a silicone sealant here at the bottom and install the transformer back here at the board. There you go. Then I will resolder the leads. So there you go. I've soldered the leads of the transformer in place. Also to add silicone here, the back. So removing that broken old sealant. And now to install this insulator, the back. Pass the wires through the hole. And there you go. Also to add silicone here, even though there's an O-ring, I'm sure the O-ring is not good anymore. It's better to replace the O-ring, but silicone sealant will give the needed protection of sealing against contaminants. Tighten it. Okay. And let's pass through that wire. Please. Pass it through the hole. There you go. It's now in place. And now to install the Phillips screw for the grounding to chassis, and to install the other screw. There are only two. Install that second screw for the board, and I don't know why there are only two screws, but there are 4 screw slots here. So I tightened it a little only. Now to reinstall the board, the LED board, and again, in installing the board back, I will be adding silicone here at the transformer that got broken, just like this one here. The 2 transformers, they have silicone to absorb impact. There you go. And now to install the board here, to install the LED board back here. There you go. There's a slot here, a guide to center the board within the aluminum case of the LED floodlight. So there's a guide here, so you won't go wrong in installing back the LED, the board of the LED within the aluminum case. Okay, and now to resolder the wires here. Positive is white, and there's a written indication here at the board. This one is positive. There's a written LED with a plus sign. There you go. And this one is for the negative. There you go. And now at the back, we'll have to reinstall this thing here. Let's add more silicone here to aid more sealing. And this lock nut thing here with a pass through toward the back. Tighten it a little only. Okay, so let's test it first. Okay, there you go. It's now working again. There you go, all good. We'll just connect this wire again. Remember, these are 220 volts high voltage. Don't follow what I did here. It's very dangerous. If you're not very cautious, you might get electrocuted. So we unplugged it already, and to finally connect this. Ikaw na, LG. Now here, to reinstall the lens back, you have to place new silicone sealant around here at the edges inside of this case, but we need to buy a clear silicone sealant for that, but temporarily I'll just install it. So now we've fully completed the reconnection of this wire to this floodlight. We'll again retest it. There you go. So bright. It's all good again.